The next thing we want to look at is the use of space. In the sample, with the Seinfeld sample with the golf ball, you remember the edges, especially when they had the golf ball in the dead center, all the edges were blank and it looked very odd. So what we want to do is we want to use our space correctly. Right now, almost, I don't know, 60% of my screen is blank, which is not a very good use of space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of rearrange the letters and I'm going to make some things larger and smaller so it just makes a little bit more sense and it uses our space a little bit more wisely. Since Shirley is a huge part of the joke, that would probably be a text that I would want to make larger. And so I'll scale it up and I'll move it into place. And then I can start moving these around just to make it more interesting. So I could create something called a river where I could have all the text kind of lead down. You can't be serious. And so this is a little bit more interesting. Since serious is also part of the joke, maybe I'll make that go all the way across. Maybe I'll take Shirley and make it go all the way across. And then I can move these around. So maybe I like this. By holding shift, I can select all three, and maybe I'll do something along these lines. You want to be careful that your text does not touch another piece of text. You can make sure you read everything. And maybe I'll just flatten this down a little bit. So I think we can agree that this is a much better use of space. Now looking at this, I see the Y hangs down a little bit lower. I could use that to my advantage. If I pull this over, and what I could use is something called nestling. And so right now what I'm doing is I'm making that part kind of fit inside. And then I can make Sirius a little bit larger. I could even maybe take off the dot and the I, and then it would really fit better. But I think for now this will work out just fine.